how to turn anything into a positive, make a positive out of every negative. This seems to be really important. It's important for me. I'm gonna share plenty of details from my life, examples from my life, and you can think of from your own life of how to reframe things. This is so important when dealing with negatives, when dealing with problems, when dealing with obstacles. You see the difference between successful and unsuccessful people, relatively happy and relatively unhappy people. Is unhappy people get caught in the what ifs, they get caught in the past, they get caught in mistakes, they get caught in regrets, and to an extent that's normal, but it's about how you overcome that. And the key to overcoming that is in the stories that you tell yourself, in the way that you're able to reframe and find meaning in why things happen the way they happen, find the nugget, find the diamond, find the gem, and how things have happened the way that they have, so that you can move on. Because I understand, we all understand, you know. So I do this channel because I work on it so much. I have my problems. I get mad, I get angry, I get hateful, I get jealous, I get regretful, I get embarrassed, all these things about various things that happen. And I'm gonna share with you techniques that I've learned to get over it, and and it's all in reframing. So I'll just rapid fire go through a bunch of examples. My truck just went down. My truck just went down, semi-neglectful on my part. It was an old truck though. It was preventable though, I could still have it. But I don't want it. I don't want it. Why? It was competing time and energy and money for traveling for the holidays. I'd rather travel for the holidays. I'm glad it went down, so it's not eating money. It was a beater truck. I can get a new one. It'll pay for itself. Didn't want it, right? Lost my blogging job to social media scandal. Didn't want the blogging job. Wanted to do something else. I was stagnant. I was stuck. They weren't paying me enough anyways. Didn't want it, right? Suspended from Pro Magic. Perfect. I didn't want to, I was over the traveling. I want to move into farming full time. And now that I'm secure, I can go back to traveling again, right? Examples. I had a couple more I wanted to go on. I didn't get the Wizards of the Coast job. I wanted to work for Wizards of the Coast after I graduated. Didn't get it. Good. I didn't want to work in a cubicle. I don't want to work in an office. I want to work outside. I want to travel, right? These are some examples. Like, oh, I had a bad ankle injury. And through that, I decided I would study biomechanics, kinesiology, physics on my own-ish. Well, talking with other people too, and figure out how the body works. Now I'm way better off, right? So, plenty of examples. Oh, thought I wanted that girl. We broke up, whatever, or didn't get her. Well, I'm actually lucky because not a good fit, and she was too negative for me. It wasn't good. Glad don't want, right? So you don't have to lie to yourself, and you don't have to say, you don't have to lie to yourself, and you also don't have to say, oh, everything happens for a reason. Like, you don't have to learn through painful experience, right? And you don't have to believe that everything you do is gold and everything works out perfect, but you can go and always find a gem, find one diamond, find one overlying reason why you're glad the way things happen, the way that they happen. And one technique that I find really useful is this, talking to other people, but also journaling. Like, whenever something big happens, I found this useful. I like to make a pros and cons, and then you focus on one pro or one con that's huge, that's in your favor, the way things turned out. Like, I'm thinking about, I don't want to get too, be careful about the examples that I share, but like, something happens, didn't get what I wanted, I thought, and then looked at, made a pros and cons of it, and there was this pro that I hadn't noticed that was like, this is actually really important, and then magnify that. The con of getting what I wanted would have been too great. I'm glad it worked out the way it did. So that's technique, that's like reframing, that's glass half full, that's looking at it through rose-colored glasses or whatever. So exercise for you, take one thing that was just traumatic and bad, that most people would say is traumatic and bad, especially at the time, was like, fuck. Loss of money, loss of job, loss of possessions, bodily injury, loss of relationship, bad relationship, whatever. Pick one, a couple, as I did, and then quickly flip it, magnify one thing that's like glad, super glad that that's gone for this reason, for these reasons. And you can share it in the comments, and you can just use this. I think it's really important in reframing so that you can feel better, and you can be better, and you can get over things, because otherwise it's like, man, I wish that wouldn't happen. I wish that would have happened. I wish I'd go back. I wish it's too bad that, but it's like, no, actually, everything worked out for a reason. It didn't have to. I could be further along, and I'm not lying to myself. I'm just glad. I'm glad these couple things worked out the way they did because of this example. Whether you're doing sour grapes or just appreciation for luck, the way that things went out. Be thankful for the position that you had. Be grateful. Be humble for where you're at. So I hope you find that useful. Appreciate you. And I look forward to hearing what you have to say in the comments. I will be checking. So peace out, fam. Talk to you soon.